What's up, YouTube? The long-awaited video of the Zippo slash Zippos that came in. Now, these are going to be two separate videos. I don't want to combine them both just because they both lighters deserve a separate video. This one is the 169 High Polish Brass Armor Heavy, which stands for Heavy Wall Armor, which I'm sure you know if you know anything about Zippos. Anyway, so I originally had one of these from 2012. I still have it. However, it is 8 to 10 excuse me, 8 to 10 hours away right now up in Virginia. So I decided, you know what, I can, temporarily retire it for, a few years and use this one, and then who knows, I might start using that one again as well. But we can take a look at the lighter. I'm sorry, I did open this earlier today when it came in. It did come in today, and I had to, put new cotton in it and, do the stuff that I do to a Zippo. Pull the wick down so that way I'm not burning quite as much fuel. Though, to be honest, when I pulled the wick down, it kind of went back, so it's not really saving me that much fuel, but oh well. As you can see, the price has gone up on these lighters since the last time I purchased one. Last time I purchased one, it was $29.95. I paid full price. This one, if I had paid full price, I would have paid $32. And that goes the same for pretty much any other Zippo that you're going to be looking at now, like the satin chrome Walmart Zippos are now $14. They used to be $9. All Zippos that are made in America, which all of them are now unfortunately going up in price, so you're not going to be able to really find them for that cheap. I paid $22.23 for this lighter, so that was, compared to this price, quite a decent chunk of money that I saved. Now we can go ahead and take a look at the bottom stamp. It is a G of 20, Bradford, Pennsylvania, made in USA, and it has that lovely little shielded A with the flame above it, and it also has a registered trademark stamp next to it. And funny enough, it is identical in every way to this Zippo, because this is also a G of 20. Now, the only difference with this Zippo is it's chrome. This one is brass. I prefer a brass Zippo armor, or brass Zippo, period, just because as you use it, it starts looking like it, you've had it a lifetime. So that's why I like it. Like, I remember specifically with my old brass armor, once the protective coating wore off and it started actually really tarnishing, I handed it to someone and they used it and they were like, oh, that's a nice old Zippo. And I had to, tell them, well, it's really only 3 years old, but that's just, again, because it's solid brass. Now, we can go ahead and take a look at the insert. I do have the bag trick, Zippo Fanatics bag trick, so as you can see, it is kind of difficult to pull out. And the bag is in there, but as you can see, the insert is an I of 20. So that would be 2-month difference. So this was made 2 months after the case. And in order to get that bag out, I'm just going to take these tweezers and just kind of, there we go. You can see I am going to be putting that bag back in there, but I'm just taking it out to show you guys the insert. And I have been smoking today and using this lighter because, again, as soon as I got it, I was like, yeah, I'm, taking the cotton out, putting, or rayon out, putting cotton balls in there, well, organic cotton balls in there, and rerouting the wick, because when you get a Zippo, the wick is kind of like bunched up in here, and sometimes will come down a little bit like that direction, like it goes in, down like that, and then back up, and then they just have a machine at the factory that just, stuffs it all in there. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal, I guess, but it will help you save on fuel if you go ahead and reroute the wick and use this magnificent bag trick that Zippo Fanatic has used. And now, unfortunately, I actually had not tried this bag trick until actually yesterday is the first time I tried the bag trick, only because I mean, I was already getting like 7 days out of my Zippo fuel because up here, especially in the winter, it gets cold, and I didn't ever really smoke that much until recently. So I mean, I probably eventually would have moved to the bag trick just because I'm using a Zippo a lot more now. But you know, it is what it is. It's no big deal. I mean, you know, and you can just push it down in slowly, and it fits right in there. And another nice thing about the bag trick, which is Zippo Fanatic mentions this, is it holds that insert in there. Like normally on like this lighter, see how that started riding up? Now this one doesn't ride up quite as much because I used a coin and stretched that out, but now that I started using the bag trick that Zippo Fanatic came up with, I don't even have to use the coin. I can leave the insert exactly like it was, and that bag does all the work of keeping the insert from riding up, and it does a much better job than even using a coin and bending the insert. I also have the bag trick on this brass 1941, which was my EDC up until just now. I am going to be moving to this for a while, though, to be honest, just like Zippo Fanatic, these two are going to be my users from now on, because honestly, I mean, I never actually, to be honest with you guys, thought I would ever be really interested in this lighter, but because of Zippo Fanatic, I was like, you know, that lighter's kind of nice. But as you can see, it is starting to take a tarnish, and it'll just start looking, you know, older as time goes on. But you know, so yeah, that's pretty much the lighter. I mean, there's not really much else I can really say other than, again, since I just started using it, it's not, you know, gonna, you know, start tarnishing immediately. As I walk around with coins and a pack of cigarettes in my pocket, it will start to rub on the protective coating that they put on this lighter, and it'll eventually come off, and then that's when you'll start to get the interesting tarnish that almost all brass lighters have. Well, I mean, as in almost, as in the only way that it's not going to take a tarnish is if you leave it, because as soon as you start carrying it, you're going to start wearing that protective coating that Zippo puts on their brass lighters. And unfortunately, when I got this, the seller did not include the, and who knows, Zippo might not add these anymore, but normally this lighter would have had a little pamphlet in it, which, I mean, the Zippo that I have that does have its little pamphlet, I could reach over and get it, but this video is already starting to get kind of long, so I don't really want to do it. But basically what it is, it's a little piece of paper that unfolds, and it says care for your Zippo brass lighter, and goes into, you know, brushed brass, high polished brass, which this is a high polished brass. But to be honest, I'm just going to let, you know, the tarnish take effect, because I think a tarnished brass Zippo looks quite nice. So anyway, guys, that is going to be the video. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's not really that, you know, I'm not really that enthusiastic right now, just because, I mean, I'm pretty tired. I was at work today, so, you know, but it is what it is. I definitely enjoy this lighter. I enjoy it a lot. I mean, I wouldn't have bought a second one if I didn't enjoy the brass armor Zippo, which I do think they make a brushed brass armor, but oh well. Anyway, guys, so if you like the video, you know, you can go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share, you know, whatever you want to do, and I will see you in the next video.